So this is how you put together a carport tent. And we had a few false starts, but we got there. First of all, they put the frame up, and of course, you were supposed to attach the top securely before you lifted it, but the guys thought that they could just lift it and do it that way.
Figured it out.
They didn't want to listen to me. We finally had to lower it and get it back together. We did secure it finally, so it fits on there just perfectly. First we had it backwards, and then we had to turn it around. And it was 90 degrees. We had the fan going. Well, that's what you hear. And if you have been following me, we are about to remodel our farmhouse or fix repairs. And this tent is going to hold some of our belongings, mainly the freezer and the refrigerator, washer and dryer, and some of our plastic boxes. So, we have to put them somewhere, but they have to be out of the house so we don't have to keep moving them around. And of course, our youngest grandson, Hayden, he is a big help. His papa tells him what to do, and sometimes we have to, like I said, we get it on backwards and we have to turn it around. And so it was a chore in some of the ways we did it, but we survived without harming each other. So we finally get to the sides, and they actually have windows. If we wanted to roll up the sides, you would have a window, but it's not going to be a screened window. It will be it's supposed to look like glass. So, but little Hayden, he is such a big helper. I rewarded him with a pizza, and he ate more than half of a large pizza just by himself. He was so hungry when we got done. So we're putting up the sides, and they come with these little bungee cords, and the grommets fit perfectly if you have it correct. Like I said, sometimes we started putting it up, and then we had to take it down and switch it. But we did get there. We did. So all of this is the sides. Now, when we put the ends up, they will have zippers on both ends. This will fit a full-size car if that's all we were putting in it. So this should really help. We are going to be living in that camper in the background so that we're not among the dust and mold and anything else that you would find in a house that was built in 1936. So this is an old farmhouse, but we feel like the bones are still good, and we just want to bring it back to some of its farmhouse style. So you can skip through this if you need to, but it's not that long. You can get through it. So little Hayden, he's really good at putting up those little bungees. They have a ball on one end, and they just look like a big rubber band, but they do secure very well. So we got the rest of that up, and I think we're almost to the getting ready to put the other side up. But like I said, each one of those sides, if you don't have them exactly right, they don't match up with the rubber grommets or the metal grommets. But that's what we're doing now. There's Velcro along those poles, and we're securing the Velcro, and he is securing each one of those sections has 4 or 5 little areas where you have to put those little bungees through, and you attach it to the frame. So really it's easier than I expected, but it was just so hot. Oh my goodness. 90 degrees and like 100% humidity. We were suffering, believe me. It was something that we needed to get done because it was a day off, and that's what we're doing. You do what you have to do. So, and the next I will show you, I think I have some pictures that I can show you. We started putting pallets in there for a floor because when it rains, we needed it elevated up a little bit because we do not want our belongings to get wet. And we will have to buy sheets of plywood. Let me tell you, plywood has gone up to $60 a sheet when we were paying $25 not long ago. So we got one side put up, working on the little rubber pieces still. And now we're going to get the second side up and do the same. Now, working on the second side, we thought we figured it out, but we didn't look at the instructions again, and we got it backwards, so we had to take it down and turn it again. Because both the front and the back were so similar, it was very difficult for me to tell. But we just kept plugging along in the heat because we knew we had to get it done because it was going to start raining soon. So we got that up this time. And then we had to take it down, and then that's when we had to redo it. So, and then next we do the ends. And the ends should have been a little easier, but again, we got it backwards. So after we hung it the first time, thank goodness we hadn't put all the bungees on, so we had to switch it back one more time. And finally got there. Poor little Hayden, he was wore out. But he really never complained. Now, it looks pretty good. Next is the ends. We secured them pretty good. Got our instruction manual out. We thought we was going to need it, but of course, someone says they don't need it, so I put it back in my pocket. So, one end is complete. The little one decided he's going to take a piece of cardboard and make him a little place to take a short break. So he made him a short break. Works for me. Okay, so break is over. Now we got to get this last end piece because it's starting to cloud up. We get that one done. Or we think we did. We got it to the point where we were going to attach both ends, and it's too short. Our carport is just too short, and we were frustrated. We were tired, and so we finally figured out we had the legs stretched too far apart. Got that fixed. We moved the pallets in just in time before the rain started. And all we got to do now is get the 3/4 inch plywood so that we can get this washer and dryer and freezer and refrigerator out on those pallets. So our little make-believe floor, our rubber buckets with lids will go in here too. Keep any weather off of them until we're finished with remodeling. These are the things that are going back into the house. So if you've enjoyed this little demonstration on how not to put up a tent, always use instructions, y'all. So give us a thumbs up if you like this, and if you'd like to subscribe, we would love it. And see you again.